What up? What up? What up? No. Y'all know what this is.
Who's that coming down the track?
What's up, Neil?
What was that? We're just gonna come out like that?
It's the Mean Machine and the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land than a stoned out Georgia
fan.
Anyways, welcome to the college.
Way to ruin my moment, dickhead.
Round. I'm here with a panel of different fans. We got a couple fans from Michigan that's gonna step in for Oregon, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, and Indiana. I appreciate y'all being here. First of all, y'all, we start off every show. Let them know where you can find them at. Starting with Rich. Rich, introduce yourself. Rich, introduce yourself.
Yo, what up, though? Catch me on X at Riggs928.
What up, Jeremy B? Let them know who you is and where they can find you at. Introduce yourself.
Well, I am a Lions journalist and podcaster. I study a lot of football. Been doing a lot of game film lately for my college scouting prospect report. Other than that, let's talk about some college football playoffs because we know Michigan ain't in.
That we do.
Yeah, we know.
Representing the Georgia Bulldogs. My brother from another mother, Dede. Introduce yourself.
And I'm the man who doesn't need an introduction. I go simply by day. Go Dogs.
Representing the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yes.
Roll Tide. I'm Jen Graham on Facebook. And, I think Bama might take it all the way. Georgia, you better watch out. It might be another rematch.
Yikes. Damn. It was a little bit early to be hitting the sauce, don't you think? Damn.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Representing the Miami Hurricanes. Miss Miami Hurricanes. Introduce yourself.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Can't
Now-
hear you.
Not on mute, but we can't hear you now.
No. Back out, back in. Yep. All right.
That's all right. Miami not finna make a whole lot of noise anyway, so that's only fitting.
Also representing the Miami Hurricanes, he said, no, Matt Rowley, he said, Roll Tide, Alabama Crimson Tide. Money Group, introduce yourself.
Yeah, man, this Money Groove. I be on Facebook. You can catch me on Money Groove. And yeah, I'm with the Alabama Crimson Tide, man. You know, Roll Tide City.
Roll Tide.
All right.
I don't care nothing about the Tide.
Better care about something about the Tide. See us across that field and that national championship.
The only thing I care about Tide is how
Ole Miss.
the only thing I care about the Tide is how clean they get my clothes, man.
Let's see if
That's
we
the
can
best way to do it.
There
That's the best way to do it.
Hey.
you go.
So can you hear?
I can hear.
I hear.
Okay, all right. My bad. All right, first thing let's talk about with the college format and everything, with George Mason and everything getting in. Do y'all feel that college football needs to change the playoff format?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Starting with you, Jeremy. Tell us why.
Daddy, there's
Well,
a 6 and a 7.
You either have to do one of two things. You either have to scale it back and do less bye week, or you have to add more and let lesser teams in. You might as well fill all 32 bowl games with playoff teams and make it like March Madness. One and done. Let it rip.
That's too much.
Right? You say it's too much, but look at the matchups that we have at the bottom end right now in the lesser bowls. You got some good teams versus some nobodies.
And they end up being good games.
But let's talk about the games that weren't great games. Like the JMU game, boring. What was the other team that shouldn't have been in that I can't even think of?
Tulane.
boring.
Tulane.
Yeah, like I didn't want to watch the game after like the shortest little bit. It's like that's not the point. They're supposed to be entertaining us.
Right.
It's supposed to be the best 12 teams in America.
It should be.
You know, and shout out to those schools, man. They did their thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't care what conference you play in or whatever. It still takes a lot to go 12-1 or whatever. I know JMU only lost once. I think Tulane lost twice or something like that. But my thing is, man, make it like have like 2 separate playoffs. Have a separate playoff for the for the Power 4 or whatever the hell it is now, and then have another separate playoff for the Group of 5 schools. You know what I mean? Just do it that way. That way, I guess everybody's happy. What?
Oh, I don't think there's any way everybody's happy.
No, absolutely not.
I'm just
Rich,
all I'm saying is that.
Go ahead, Jerry.
No, all I'm saying is, if you're going to put the mid-majors in, put them against other mid-majors, not Power 5s right off the bat. Give them a chance to get rolling, and then have them face those Power 5 teams later in the playoffs is what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
JMU and Tulane should have been versus each other because they were of equal caliber. And then they'd have got a game rolling to build momentum to go into a Power 5 game.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Rich, your thoughts?
Yeah, man, I think football is a little different than, basketball per se. Because college basketball, when they have the tournaments, there's always upsets. When you make a bracket, you can't pick all the favorites. You got to pick some upsets. And then every year there's that one darling that just comes out of nowhere and makes a little run. But so it's like you want to reward them, but at the same time, like, you want to see good games, Now, last year, Arizona State, they're not necessarily a Power 4, but I wouldn't necessarily consider them like up there with the upper echelon either. They did well, so but I definitely do not think they need to add more. I've heard they want to go to 16. I think that's a bad idea, in my opinion. But let's get some teams in there because I personally would have rather seen like a Notre Dame and a Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
I think those would have been better matchups.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I was saying, if you did expand it to 16, you could make that last game the play-in game for those mid-majors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The mid-major conference champions. You could have them face each other and not face the upper echelon. Do that like a little bracket leading into a game. Have them play one of those lesser bowl games right after Thanksgiving, just before the real CFP starts.
Yeah.
Or if you expand it to 16, you have to be in the top 16. If you're a mid-major or whatever they're called, Group of 5 schools or whatever, you have to be in that top 16. You can't be 25, and make it. You got to be within the top 15, 16 teams to actually make it. Because I'm with Rich. I would have rather much seen Vanderbilt, and as much as it pains me to see fucking Notre Dame in there, or hella Texas in there, or something like that. Teams that have a bigger draw than say a James Madison or James Madison or a Tulane.
It would have been more dynamic matchups.
Yeah. Not taking anything. I don't want to take anything away from those schools. That was awesome for me to say, okay, I went to James Madison and I made the big boy playoff. Okay, cool. But you were bounced out of there, man. Like, you don't think those kids knew going into that game that, man, we're about to get our asses handed to us.
I mean, you know if your team has it or doesn't, right? Like,
right.
Just to give a comparison, I noticed the college show, but as a Lions fan, towards the end, I knew who we are. I didn't want to go to the playoffs for what? Just to say we're going to lose in the first round? Like, what's the point? Let's just
To
go
get all
Cancun
hyped up
and get it and get it done and over with. You know, like you don't. Let's not go to the playoffs unless you think you have a legitimate chance. You know, I'm a Michigan fan. Love my team. We'll ride and die with my team. But we're not a playoff team. For what? Go to the playoffs and just get bounced? Like,
you would have gave a better
like,
matchup than you probably would have played a better game than, say, Tulane or James Madison against Oregon or Ole Miss.
That all depends on if my coach is watching Pornhub or not.
Hey, sometimes you got to do it.
Money Groove, your thoughts, man. Do you think the NCAA need to change the play?
I mean, I agree with everybody, but like with the 16, it'll be cool to do. They go up 16. They don't need to go up more than. If they do go up more than 16, I think at least they should go as 25. It's just like top 25 teams, and let's beat the bracket off of the bowl games up to the playoffs. But like with the 12, it's decent, but like I was saying, Tulane and James Madison, they could have played each other, and Ole Miss and that game could have been, been the difference. Or Texas or BYU, because they was out too. You know, you got BYU.
Thought about BYU,
yeah.
I do have a funny question about Sharon Moore after Kyle Winnigan took the job at Michigan. Should Sharon Moore apply for a Utah job because Mormons allow more than one wife?
No. To touch on one more thing, though, to touch on the coaches, and this is, I think, that needs to be changed. Just like the portal does not open to January 2nd, coaches should not be able to get poached until after. Because it's unfair to these kids, man, who work
100%
so
agree
hard
with that.
all year, and then they don't have their coach going into the biggest games of their lives. I think like we can't say we're for the kids and it's for the kids, and then the kids are left like this. It's just my opinion. Like,
No, I agree.
You know, you can't hire a coach from a team unless his team is not. You know, if your team is 0-15, you want to go get him, fine, go ahead. But if he's bowl eligible, especially playoff eligible, you shouldn't be able to touch him until after.
I don't think any of that should open until the season is completely done with. Until the national champion is crowned, I don't think there should be any player movement at all, except for the incoming freshmen signing their letters of intent. Other than that, nothing.
Even let's be honest, right? Even the coaches that didn't leave, like Alabama and DeBoer, then these players, instead of getting questions about, and the coaches getting questions about their next opponent. Well, what if your coach leaves to go to Michigan? Well, what do you think about this? Are you going to Michigan? Well, how much money are they? Like, I mean, come on. You're just taking – it's adding unnecessary distractions, man. And like I said, that's coming from a Michigan fan myself, you know, where it's not fair to these kids. We can't say we're for the kids and then you do all this BS.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Miss Miami, let me get your thoughts.
We can't hear you. Barely.
Yeah, barely.
It's like you're muffled.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Oh, okay. So I think the players are semi-pro, so they aren't really kids; they're young adults, and it's life. Like, your coach is gonna move on. It's life. He has to move on with his life too. So I don't really agree that coaches should have to wait to leave. I think they should be able to leave when they want to. The same way the student athletes can jump into the portal too. So that's what, and I think we should get rid of bowl games. I think they're obsolete at this point.
No, we can't get rid of bowl games. 'Cause bowl
Nah, you
games
can't
gives
get
me
rid of
some.
a bowl game.
It gives you something to watch during the week when there ain't shit else on.
That's
No,
right.
I haven't watched one bowl game. it's
I like,
pointless to me.
I'm watching the Alamo Bowl right now. Earlier today. I watched Coastal Carolina and Louisiana Tech, whatever fucking bowl that was. It's just something to watch. If you're a sports fan, it's something to watch.
No, I think they're pretty much already done. They're on their last leg anyway. So
But that's something that you can win if you'll see. You know, you didn't get to the playoffs, you still get a championship.
Well,
yeah, but it's like this thing where it's like we give out participation trophies.
But-
That's
I mean, they've been giving out participation trophy.
Yeah.
Those games been
So
going
I look at
for
it.
decades.
But with the college
look at it
football,
more
with the
than that,
college
too,
football
though.
playoff, you don't need bowl games anymore.
Like,
because that's the big game.
I look at it more than that too. Like, let's stop taking tradition out of damn sports, man. This shit's been going on for years, and all of a sudden now, with 2025, we want to start taking traditions away. Also, it allows the incoming early enrollee freshmen to get involved with their team, getting to training, getting around, getting to see how the veterans, the seniors, how they deal with stuff. Gets guys to get one last game on tape for the NFL. Gets guys that who have held out of the games. Guys that maybe are freshmen, sophomores who haven't. Now they get to get a game under their belt against good competition, and now that gets them ready for the following year. So now they can go be starters and be. So it gives them experience. I think that's invaluable.
I think you're gonna
Didn't
start seeing a lot of schools doing what Notre Dame did, and that's opt out of bowl games. And you
being a bunch of crybabies.
They were mad. That's the only reason they did it.
Players are gonna opt out of bowl games too. Some of them are already entering the transfer portal. So
You know what
like
players?
But
in
see,
25
I
years,
disagree
you
with
won't-
what
you won't
Notre
have
Dame did, because that's like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't get picked, so let me take my ball and go home.
Join a
Man,
fucking
I kinda
conference then, and maybe you will get
understood-
picked.
But I kind of understood what they did because the college football playoff is the big dance. That's the game. The bowls don't
Well,
matter anymore.
Well, if they were in a
Nope.
conference, they probably would have been in the CFP. But since they want to be independent and money hungry and money greedy, and they didn't get picked, boo fucking who, Notre Dame. Join a conference. Join a conference.
That's
Here
true.
is why the bowl games are important, especially for those lesser teams that can't get into the
God damn, that's a big ass dude. Holy
These-
shit.
These kids that don't get national exposure, they're the only game on or one of two games on, which gives NFL scouts, other colleges that have NIL money that may need somebody to fill a roster or something like that, film to find these younger, lesser known people that weren't in the top 150 ranked college football prospects that are playing like one. That's what those bowl games are for. And anytime a coach leaves and leaves their team in a lurch, that team doesn't play as good. You know why? Because they don't have their head coach anymore.
Well,
And
they
it hurts
better-
their
they-
draft stock.
They're gonna have to get used to it though, because that's the era
So,
we're in.
well, you know who got hurt by Notre Dame pulling out? It wasn't Notre Dame, the coaches. It wasn't Notre Dame, the ND, because they still got their money from NBC. It was those players that could have been in the bowl game.
Yep.
And also,
Imagine being a senior and your school's like, nah, we're not playing. It's like, well, damn, my career just ended last week and I didn't even know it was my last game.
But
They're
also,
semi-pro.
too-
They're amateurs. They should get used to it.
also,
Nah, see,
too,
now you
though,
can't.
wait.
Go ahead, Rich.
You can't,
Go ahead,
you can't
Al.
make that statement. You can't make
You're-
that
I mean, you-
statement. Wait, she made the statement that with NIL, they're semi-pro players. You can't make that statement and then come back and say they're amateurs.
No, I meant like almost like amateur baseball, like semi-pro. That's what, I didn't mean amateur. I meant like
also
semi-pro.
too, it gives now your blue bloods. They don't need money. Your Bamas, your Georgias, your Michigan, stuff like that. They don't need money. But your Arizona States, your Indiana's, even though they're number one, they're still not a top big money. It gives them extra money, man. They get money for playing in these bowl games.
I'm just
And
telling
a
you.
lot of these bowl
I'm just
games,
telling you, they're
games,
going the way of being obsolete. I'm just telling you. Like
a
20
lot of
years,
these bowl games, they don't just what they also do for the cities that they're in helps the economies out a lot. And
Yeah.
then Snoop's Bowl that just came out this year, the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl or whatever the hell it was called this year. All the money from
I
that
watched
proceeds that goes to charity. So
Yep.
there's a lot of good things that these bowl games actually do more than just on the football aspect of things.
They're
Then-
not going to be around.
then-
Do you watch the Snoop Dogg Bowl? Was it any good?
Yeah, I was gonna say then Snoop Dogg had caught the kick off return.
I seen that. That was cool. That was funny.
Yeah,
I think they can get rid of some of these bowl games. Some of them are pretty dumb.
Bowl. You can't get rid of the Parts Hard Bowl. The Parts Hard Bowl was good too.
Like that. The hell is that? The one that's played in Yankee Stadium, the Pinstripe Bowl. Get rid of that shit, bro. None of those kids want to go there. If you're gonna have bowl games, that shit either has to be inside somewhere or somewhere warm.
Hey, what they college in California is like on the island with the football field. I think they mascot the whales.
Hawaii.
Not Hawaii. It's another school. I forgot the name of it. I think they mascot the whales though. They trying to make a bowl for that. Like
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's on a like an aircraft type. Man, I can't think of the school, man. I had to look up the school, but they mascot the whales. It's on the strip, man. They were thinking about doing that one next year.
They should, man. I'm all in favor of these bowls, man. I think now there are negatives to it, you know, but I think there's a lot more positives to it than there are negatives.
All right, let's talk about these bowls. First bowl we gonna talk about the Oregon Ducks versus Texas Tech Raiders.
What bowl is that? Is that the Fiesta?
No, the Fiesta next bowl. This is
it's the Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl.
Yep, it's the Orange Bowl down there in Miami Gardens at the Hard Rock Stadium.
So Jeremy, let's start with you first, man. Tell me why you think. Where's you got the Oregon Ducks?
I got Texas Tech.
Oh, Texas. Tell me why you think Texas Tech is going to win this game.
Well, it'll be their defense. Those two guys that we mentioned earlier, Jacob Rodriguez and David Bailey. Jacob Rodriguez has 9.5 tackles for loss. David Bailey, 12.5 sacks. That front four is getting after it. And they force turnovers from their pressure on the quarterback. They are doing it at a very good clip at a 1.4 turnover margin per game, whereas Oregon is only getting 0.4 turnovers per game, which is why they lost to Indiana earlier in the season and pretty much lost to Ohio State too, because they should have had that game, but that turnover cost them you guys getting an extra possession to tie it and go into overtime.
Rich, tell me why you think Oregon going to win.
So the bad part about it is Dante Moore has struggled against solid to good defenses. That is the bad part. So he's definitely going to have to play better against good Texas Tech defense. But they got some players. I think. Hold on, let me see something. They do have a solid defense as well. They're seventh in total yards allowed, 8th against the pass. They do struggle against the run a little bit. They're 22nd, and they're 10th in points allowed. They only gave up 16. So this very well could be a defensive struggle. Very well could be a defensive struggle, and it could be the first 1-20 wins this game. It's very possible. Dante Moore can also come out after this year if he chooses. So this would be a big game for him. I mean, this putting on tape what he can do against a good defense, you know. And it could also mean, you know, you either go pro or you come back too. I mean, you know, once again, like, even though it's a playoff game, it can mean a lot. If he chokes, if he goes 9 for 20 with 115 yards and a touchdown and 2 picks or something, is he really ready for the NFL?
He ain't ready anyway.
No, I mean, you're probably, but you know how that goes nowadays, Day.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, I think it should be a good game. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go first team to 20 wins this game.
So who you got winning this game, Rich?
I'm gonna say Oregon because of the better offense, but I would not be surprised if Texas Tech wins this game.
Okay, I'm going to do it by the numbers. Texas Tech
By
offense.
the number.
Texas Tech averages 42.5 points per game. Oregon averages 39.2. Texas Tech gives up 10.9 points a game. Oregon gives up 16.9, so they're 16.3. 6.4 out of a 10 scale on third down percentage on a scale of 10 for the Texas Tech Raiders. For Oregon Ducks, it's 6.3. So they're pretty even on third down percentage against each other. The difference is the turnover margin. Texas Tech forces a 1.3 turnover margin per game. They had a game where they got like 6 turnovers this year. Oregon has been lucky to get 2 in one game all season. They're at 0.4. The difference will be Texas Tech will win, and it's going to be 24-17.
Jay, who you got winning this game?
Well, you know, I called it for Oregon originally, but I think Jeremy's changed my mind. Like hearing the stats, and I went back and watched some Texas Tech tape, and I do think it's going to be a battle. And I got to go with Jeremy on this one. I think Texas Tech.
Miss Miami, who you got winning this game?
Texas Tech, because I think Oregon Ducks are fool's gold. I watched them play against, JMU? And they just weren't. They're not. They won clearly, but they're not dominant. I don't see anything from Oregon that makes me think that they're going to be able to beat Texas Tech, or even if they do, that they're going to go further than that. So yeah.
Day.
I'm gonna go Texas Tech, just based off their defense, just from what I've seen. I've watched quite a few Oregon games this year. And their offense is predicated on the big play, which has been like pretty much always been the story of Oregon ever since I was a kid. They've always been a high-powered, big play type of offense. So I'm gonna go Texas Tech on that. I don't trust Dante Moore enough. That he's been kind of a one-year wonder. He's kind of bounced around. I believe he's been to 2 other schools. I think he was at UCLA before this, and he didn't play. I think Texas just has the experience. A lot of their team is built on transfers from other schools. Oregon, I believe, is very young outside of their running back room. And we all know defense travels. And it, especially in the postseason. I like Jacob Rodriguez. He's one of my favorite prospects this year. And then they got another linebacker, too. He's a white kid. He came up really big in the Big 12. No, not the edge rusher. No, the guy had like 3 interceptions against BYU in the Big 12 championship game. or whatever the hell it was last time they played. So yeah, I'm gonna go Texas Tech, and I think it's close. I do. I think it's probably 31-24.
Money Groove.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them good old Red Raiders, man. I think it's gonna be a good game though. It's gonna be a competitive game, but I think they're gonna pull it out. Cause that's that Cinderella team y'all was talking about. That might be that Cinderella team to go on, knock the Ducks on out. Go to the Peach Bowl.
Texas Tech fighting Patrick Mahomes.
See that big Bama.
I mean,
All right, let's get to our next game. Alabama Crimson Tide versus Indiana Hoosiers. Money Groove, man. Tell me why you think Alabama gonna win this game, man.
No, they can see right there.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, man. You know what I said last week. The doubt, man, some doubts over there. But
man, I doubted y'all big time. I ain't gonna lie. I had to eat crow on that shit last week.
I'm saying New Year's Day, man. This the 100-year anniversary of Alabama winning the first national championship at the Rose Bowl. We had touched the Rose Bowl plenty of times. We didn't won in the Rose Bowl plenty of times. We didn't lost in the Rose Bowl too. But Indiana, I mean, they really ain't played no top, no top tier. They saying Oregon and Ohio State, but I'm just saying, being honest, like
We the national champions, bro. Don't wait. Don't say y'all ain't played no
Oh, that's you just disrespect
the way,
man, don't dog on Ohio State. You're gonna push Neil. You're gonna push Neil to the left, man. Don't dog on Ohio State.
Or-
I
Push
ain't
him to
never
the
went
left.
left, bro. We ain't gonna do that. But go ahead.
all right.
I know your kicker does that. My bad.
We right. Y'all are some good competitors.
Y'all some Ohio State haters, man. Go
Y'all
ahead,
some
bro.
good
Hell
competitors.
yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna knock it. Everybody good competitor, including our baby boys over there, Georgia. Everybody a good competitor, but in this Rose Bowl, this is gonna be a different atmosphere, man. It's neutral ground. I mean, Indiana, man, they've been good, and true enough, their coach is under the tree of Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that don't mean nothing because it's still Big Bama, man. It's still Alabama. It's still Debo. Debo gotta scar his name really in the Alabama red dirt, man.
You know, every coach in this college
Well, they
football
put
playoff has worked under
him on the
Saban.
plane again.
It's all right.
Every coach that is in
Yeah.
this college football playoff has worked under Saban at one time.
I knew Indiana
Yeah.
and more, but wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Jeremy.
That's the GOAT.
Let's
Jeremy,
talk
tell
about
them why
Indiana.
Indiana gonna win.
Unfortunately, Saban is the GOAT. I hate to say it. I hated Saban when he coached, but since he's been on TV, I got so much respect for Saban.
Bell the GOAT first, but saving the GOAT.
Oh, look
Bama,
at that.
man, Bama was in the fucking
I'm saying
the
Paul
shadow
Bell
ref.
Bryant.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay,
Notre
Paul Bear
Dame
Bryant.
drop-
Yeah.
Hey, the Notre Dame dropout fan showed up.
Steve.
They took their toys and went home. But anyways, Indiana, you got the Heisman hopeful, and you got Kurt Signetti. Kurt Signetti was with Nick Saban. That's how he
There
was
is
able
no
to take
Heisman hopeful. He won the Heisman.
Yeah, thank you, Rich. Thank you,
know what I
Rich.
mean.
I was lost for a
You
second.
know
Like,
what I
huh?
was getting.
We playing
Mendoza
CFP
won it
26?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Go ahead, Jim.
Mendoza won it. Yes, we know. But anyways, the thing that they have to fill the void on is on defense. Stephen Daly, their star edge rusher that created the most sacks on this defense, is out. That's going to hurt. He had 13 sacks this season. He's a big reason why Ohio State couldn't beat him. So, and that was the game he got hurt in. He's out. But at the same time, they are a new powerhouse because of Kurt Signetti and his coaching. The way he coaches this team is a lot like Saban coached Alabama. Kalen DeBoer is unfortunately an underdog by 7 points this game. Am I saying it's going to be a 7-point differential? No, I'm not. It's going to be a close, hard-fought dogfight of a game. But with Signetti's coaching, I think they can pull it out by a field goal.
You already,
Yeah, man.
you already did,
Tell him why
you already did the breadstick with Alfredo?
Look, I mean, Alabama got their
No. I asked you, did you already do them?
and they're gonna bring it to the Rose Bowl. I mean, remember the Rose Bowl? We'll win then, right? Like Indiana's not gonna know what hit them. They're not. They're just not ready for Bama. I'm sorry, Heisman Trophy and all. Like they're not ready for Bama. They're not ready for what Bama's gonna bring.
The wave finna come.
Okay, well, Jen, tell us who's gonna win in this game.
Well, it's gonna be Bama, and I'm saying
Bama fans are more delusional than Michigan fans. Good Lord.
Hey, leave one side of
You
it, man.
said it.
Come on, Rich.
We said it.
Rich, you've been too quiet for too long. I had to see if you were still there. You've been quiet for too long. I had to see if you were still awake.
Jeremy, who you got winning? Alabama, Indiana.
I got Indiana winning 27-24.
Mighty Groove, who you got winning, man?
Alabama.
Score.
I'm gonna say the score gonna be 28-21. Might be 14, but I gave them 21.
Day. Alabama, Indiana.
Give me Alabama. Fuck it. Give me Alabama, man. I'm gonna take Alabama 7-3. Let's go.
Oh, that's gonna be a low scoring game.
Rich, man, who you got, man? Alabama, Indiana.
Well, for one, I'm gonna always roll with the Big Ten, except if it's one team, and then they can go to hell. But we'll leave that up for the imagination of what team I'm talking about.
D.
The Suckeyes, you got that right. Man, I like Mendoza. I'm not high on him as most people are. What I will say is, even when he was having bad game like against Penn State, he still pulled it together and won it on the last drive, and that was a marvelous drive. If they make Alabama one-dimensional, which has not been hard this year because they do not have a running game. Thank you, Alabama, for your running back. I know y'all could have used him this year.
I don't even think he would have helped. Their O-line is not very good either.
And I like Indiana. They got some good secondary, some good linebackers. I think it's going to be 27-21 Indiana.
Jamal.
Where the hell he come from?
Sorry, man. I've been here at work, but I've been listening to y'all. Listen here. Mendoza is playing lights out. You know, everybody listen to me. Everybody's been focused on him and that Indiana offense. When was the last time we ever heard of Indiana besides Antoine Randall L being very good at football? It's always been known as a basketball state. But Indiana's surprising a lot of people, and their defense is their key. Look at their defense into Ohio State. I mean, you gotta give them credit. Hey, listen, you gotta give credit where credit is due. I think in this game against Alabama, Bama better come with their real. Bama better come with their A+ game, because if not, Indiana's gonna win this game, and I'm picking them to win this game 14-10.
Okay. Miss Miami.
I got Indiana. I saw him play against Ohio State, and it was the more dominant team.
Ohio something.
Yeah, Ohio, they got some good defense, so I'm going with Indiana. Sorry to the Bama fans, because
Ohio State haters, man. It's
Oh, it's all right. We're just gonna prove y'all again. The
Hey, look,
following week.
a Georgia fan picked Bama. That's gotta go a long way somewhere.
You know it.
haters.
They know it.
Let's talk about them Georgia Bulldogs.
Man, why don't we save the best for last, bro? Why we gotta go right now?
Done number 3
It's a
team.
Steve
Let's talk
Ritchie
about the
day.
Georgia Bulldogs. Hey, where you at?
I'm right here, man.
Man, tell
Look,
Rich
I'm not gonna throw out numbers and this, that, and the other, because that's not really my thing when it comes to watching my team. Damn, something just took $50 out of my checking account. Fuck. Uh, damn. Uh, that threw me all off. Fuck. Um, because when I watch my team, I don't do the numbers thing, and I'm not knocking anybody who does. But I've watched this team go from the beginning of the year where we couldn't stop anybody. I mean, when we played Bama, I think Bama converted their first 11 third downs. I think they were 11 for 11 at one point. Same thing against Ole Miss. We couldn't stop Ole Miss. But something has clicked since that ended, or from that middle of that fourth quarter, of that Ole Miss game, until now, where this defense is flying around. We're not letting anybody do hardly anything at all. Uh, Gunner's playing out of his mind. Our running game is starting to look good with the two-headed monster of Nate Frazier and Chauncey Bowens. We get Colby Young back this week, and he's been out since, I believe, the Alabama game. I think our tight ends are probably the best group of tight ends in the league or in the nation, with Delp and Lawson Lucky. And then you could throw London Humphreys in there, who's kind of like a wide receiver tight end mix. And then we have the ultimate Swiss Army knife in Zachariah Branch. You can line him up in the backfield. You can split him out wide. I think it's just too many weapons and too much speed on that offense for Ole Miss to handle right now. And plus, Ole Miss is down Lane Kiffin, and I know he's not out there playing, but that's a big loss. Like, that dude's an offensive genius. I just don't think that they're going to have the ability to keep up with Georgia and stop Georgia, because Ole Miss couldn't stop us either when we played them last. It was back and forth that whole game. And with the way Georgia's defense is playing right now, I think they're playing like the best defense in the country right now. They may not be the best defense statistically wise, but I don't think there's a defense out there that's playing as good as ours right now, outside of maybe that other team that shares the same colors that I wear. But give me Georgia 35-17.
Rich.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the good news for Ole Miss is Lacey will be playing the star running back. So that should help as long as that his shoulder holds up. But in saying that, Georgia, even though it was a shootout that game, they shut down the run. Chambliss and Lacey each had two rushing touchdowns, but they didn't. Let me see. I looked at it earlier. They didn't rush at all. Chambliss had 9 carries for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lacey had 12 for 31 and 2 touchdowns. Ole Miss does not have a defense. Gunner threw for 4 touchdowns in that game. So I would say stats, numbers point to a shutout or to a shootout like it was in that game. But as Dave said earlier, Georgia has been playing better defense since then. I just think Georgia would be too much for them. I kind of like Dave's score, really. Maybe not. And 28-35 to 14-17, somewhere in that range is where I'm at.
Miss Miami.
I got Georgia. I think Kirby Smart is a good coach. I think the fairy tale is over for Ole Miss. I mean, they survived after Lane Kiffin left, but I mean he's a good offensive coach, and I just don't see them pulling it all together to beat the Georgia Bulldogs. So I got Georgia.
Miss Jen.
I agreed with everything Dave was saying. I think Georgia's going to come out, and it will be a tough game, but without Kiffin on the field with Ole Miss, and I mean, as a Bama fan, I got to admit how dominant Georgia was in the SEC championship. I mean, they were incredible. So I'm going Georgia. Score, I don't know, 31-24.
Jamal.
You know what? I'm going to agree with everybody pretty much. I'm going with Georgia too. I think right now, I mean, Ole Miss is playing with some emotion, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder to show that they can win this whole thing without Lane Kiffin. But Georgia's another beast. They've been there, done that. They've done this before. So this is nothing new for most of them people on that team. They've been to the college football playoff numerous times in a row right now. So I think Georgia wins this game 24-10.
Jeremy B.
I will say the only thing that does kind of worry me about this matchup is if you look back at last year, all four teams that had a bye last year lost.
Yep.
That's the only thing that kind of was like, okay, I hope history don't repeat itself.
Money Grove.
Well,
Man,
I see
okay,
everybody going with Georgia. I know Dada, you went with Alabama on the pick we had, but man, I'm just gonna go against the odds, man. Everybody saying because Lane Kiffin gone. Lane Kiffin gone last week. I know it was Tulane, and plus they do play Tulane in their season, so they gonna blow them out. But this is a rival game. Ole Miss and Georgia. They are SEC rival game right here in a bowl game for the playoffs. So I think Ole Miss they'll come alive. They scored 40 points, man. I mean it's Tulane, but I mean the score point. When I'm gonna see, I see a close matchup, 17-10 Ole Miss, and that's off of. I feel like what I seen because they played Tulane. I know it's a cupcake game, but still though, this is still a rival game. Neutral ground, and they might top them dogs, man, and then it might not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna root for Ole Miss since everybody going for Georgia. You know, it can't be everybody be with the same one.
Man, stop it. Stop.
Hold up. You know what? Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna reverse my pick. I hope Indiana blows the doors off of Alabama.
Stop, man. Come on. A lot of people in here was talking about, man, it's some of them teams that those supposed to be in there that is gonna end up winning the game, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody who picked Tulane and somebody thought James Madison had a prayer. Give me a break. Come on, man.
Hey, James Madison still put up 30-something points.
That's because we knew that Oregon took their foot off the gas. Come on, y'all. Really?
Don't matter if they took their foot off the gas or not. A small school still put up 34 points up against a Big Ten powerhouse.
And they took their foot off the gas in that whole game. If they kept that foot on the gas, they would have beat them like Georgia did Florida State. Stop it, man.
Then Ole Miss play Tulane in a season anyway, so that's easy cupcake anyway right there. So you know that was gonna be a blowout. Like you knew that, but I feel like this game right here gonna be a gridiron match because it's an SEC battle and it's a rival game. It go way back, so you know. Then it's neutral ground. That's the difference.
let's talk about the game. You feel me? We got the number
It's
10.
not really neutral ground, actually, really, because it's in New Orleans. So that's pretty close to both Georgia and Ole Miss. So it's that crowd gonna be rocking on both
Yeah, it's
sides.
gonna be rocking. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be
It's
rocking.
sold out already.
Jeremy's back. Hey, Jeremy, who you got winning?
You talking about Georgia and Ole Miss? Georgia.
Damn. Simple to the point.
Tell us why.
Damn, Ryan. Holy shit, Ryan Williams intends to return to
Georgia's the
Alabama.
better team.
What'd you say?
Georgia is the better team.
We're the best team in the nation. What are you talking about?
Well, no, you're not the number one.
Yeah, right now, Indiana the best team in the nation. They number one.
That man. We don't pay attention to that.
All right, our last game of the second round. Let's talk about the Miami Hurricanes. Play the Ohio State Buckeyes. Jamal, I'm going to let you and Miss Miami go first. Matter of fact, Miss Miami, you go first, ladies first. Tell us why you think. Why you think.
I mean, I have the Miami Hurricanes, clearly. I've been listening to a lot of people talk trash and saying that Ohio State is just the best team. It's the better team. They don't have no other reason that they're going to win, just that they're the better team. I disagree. I think Miami has weapons. And also, I think it's a question of Miami does what it needs to do to win. It may be ugly. You may not like the game, right? But they're going to do what they have to do to win. Also, for me, Miami's defense, that's always going to be the thing that's going to carry them through. So maybe we're not going to get all those points, but if our defense can stop you from doing what you need to do, and their quarterback, he's okay. But if we can pressure him and make him make some moves that he shouldn't be making, I feel like we can win the game. I'm very confident that Miami will win.
He's better than your quarterback.
He's better, but our defense is great, so our defense will handle business.
I just really hate your quarterback, so
I get it. I can't hate on Carson Beck though, because he's doing his job. And he gets a lot of flack. Like, I didn't want them to sign him. I don't really agree with them signing him, but he's doing the best he can do after coming back from an injury. He's taking a lot of flack, like a lot, and I respect him. I respect his hustle.
He's a bum. Carson bum. I haven't liked him since his days here in Georgia, so I'm a little biased on that.
I hear you.
Jamal, tell us why you think Michigan. Miami gonna win.
Michigan. Get them out of here. We ain't talking about that. Anyways,
bro, they're in Valhalla.
No, but anyways, okay. Carson Beck does not turn the ball over, becomes a game manager. Mm-hmm. Game manager. Don't do anything stupid. No, Carson Beck tends to get in his own. If he doesn't, okay, I got you. If he does, if he becomes all he needs to be is a game manager. Stay out of your own head, control the game. That's all. Use those weapons that you have on the outside. Use that running back that you got right there. Defense will handle. Defense can do what it can. Okay, Jeremiah Smith is a dog. I'll give him that. Bo Jackson is a dog. Justin saying, dog. Yeah, the receiver, best receiving core in the country. I will give to the Ohio State Buckeyes. I will give that. Okay, but this team over here in Miami ain't none to sneeze at either. Fletcher is pretty good back there at running back. Tony is by far is the best freshman in the country, and that's not even close. Not even remote. Yeah, that's not even close.
I can't name another freshman wide receiver, to be honest with you, that's any good.
And then you got two people on our defensive side of the ball.
We're not gonna do that.
Yes, we are.
Bro, your boy Andrew Marsh had 3 good games. I don't want to hear that.
No, that's more. I'm not saying he's better than Tony, but
he ain't even sniffing Tony's job.
I stick to what I.
Don't sit here and say that there ain't no other good freshman.
He's not even in the same stratosphere as Tony.
Tony
that's 3 or 4 good games.
That's why.
He's the
I
best freshman
said,
in the country.
I said Tony is the best freshman in the country,
In
and
the
it's not even
country.
close. And I not, and I stand on that.
Mm-hmm.
Period. This game's gonna be close.
No, it ain't. And
Okay.
I stand on that.
This
Stand on
game's gonna be
that.
close. If you don't think that the Miami Hurricanes and that coaching staff was watching what Indiana did to Ohio State to slow them down, you're bugging.
Let me tell you
Okay.
why. Let me tell
I'm
you
not
why.
done.
Oh,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
done.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Get your little.
All
He's
right.
just trying. He's just trying to intercept it.
Yeah,
I'm
He's
just
just trying to
well,
catch what Carson Beck was throwing an interception.
all I'm saying is, listen, Carson. The game's gonna pretty much be in the hands of Carson Beck. Okay,
Yikes! Yikes!
Carson Beck. Like I said, if Carson Beck just
I hope that's
controls
true.
Carson Beck controls the game.
Yeah.
Okay, get the ball to those weapons. Defense, you handle your business. Miami Hurricanes upset the Ohio State Buckeyes, 21-17.
Yikes!
Back to reality. Let me explain to y'all what's really gonna go down. You feel me? When it go down tomorrow. You feel me? The Ohio State Buckeyes. You mentioned Bo Jackson. Dog. Tate. Dog. Smith. Dog. Quarterback. Dog. Don't forget about them tight ends. Dogs. And not only that, we got the #1 defense in the league. Y'all really think Carson Beck gonna do it well under pressure? They say pressure make diamonds. Not today. He's gonna make plastic. We're gonna melt that little dude when he get on that field. You feel me, with that #1 defense. Close your mouth, Rich. Close your mouth. Oh, it's real. So like we out here though. So like, Ohio State. I got Ohio State doing big things. 35-17. You feel me? Y'all talking about y'all defense. We got the #1 defense. Y'all running game will get shut down. On God. Y'all little freshman wide receiver is cool. He ain't gonna have time to get the ball. Because Carson Beck gonna be on his back. You hear me, Miss Miami? On his back. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm gonna let Jeremy say something to let Rich say something because the Michigan fans say something. They can't
Damn! I don't
they
get a
can't say
word.
that. Let them say that because they can't say that during the playoffs. Go ahead, Jeremy.
You're forgetting one key piece on that offensive line for Miami, which is Francis Magawa. This kid here has excellent pad level, excellent knee bend, and does not give up sacks. And he's going to be the one to take Kenyatta Jackson Jr. out of your defense.
So what you saying,
Tell him, Jeremy. I'm with Jeremy.
He's the biggest game changer for Carson Beck. He wasn't in that game when he had the 4 interceptions. And it wasn't an injury. He had I think it was a grade problem. I think it was, is why he was held out. It was academic, but he went and tutored. He got his grades up for this bowl game, and he's playing.
Are you talking about the Louisville game? You talking about the Louisville game?
I'm talking about the Louisville game. That guy wasn't there, and that's why Louisville was able to create pressure on Carson Beck. He wasn't in. So Francis Magawa is probably a top 5 pick this year. Somebody that needs a tackle, New York Giants, you better take him. He's the most polished offensive tackle in this draft.
Thank you, Jeremy, because
let me tell you why.
Hold on, but this is hold on, Neil. Let me say something because this is what I like what Jeremy said, because a lot of people don't watch Miami play. So y'all don't know the weapons that Miami has. And y'all don't know what the offensive line can do.
Y'all playing in the SC, the ACC.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because playmakers are playmakers. Playmakers
didn't even make the ACC championship.
But that was the reason they didn't make the ACC championship.
That whole fucked up tiebreaker situation. I'll give you that one.
So I like what Jeremy is saying. All that we ask for is respect, because when you respect your opponent, then you can actually go and play against them and know how to beat them. But when you don't respect your opponent and act like Miami is just gonna fold, then that's how you end up like Texas A&M. So thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for that.
Listen, you can't respect nobody when you whoop their ass. For real.
We're about to see, Mr. Neal. We're about to see.
You feel me? I'm sorry. For real, I'm just saying.
We're about to see. We're about to see.
Daddy, what you got with this game, man?
About to see about 3 interceptions from Carson Beck for sure. For sure. One at minimum for sure.
7 sacks.
I don't know about that because Jeremy is right. Jeremy is right. That tackle is a fucking monster. That is probably one of the best prospects I've personally watched in a long time. The dude is a fucking beast. But on the other hand, Carson Beck does tend to have the bozo gene in these big games. I've seen it over and over and over and over again and over
I heard
again.
about it over and over and over again. My bad.
First of all, I wasn't crying. I was pissed. I never cried over Carson Beck. He a bum. But then on the other hand, that kind of does work in favor of Miami because Carson Beck does have experience in these big games. Like playing in big games, whether you do well or not, goes a long way. It really does.
He won his first playoff game last week.
It doesn't, dude. He played in the SEC. Do you know how many big games? SEC games are big games almost every fucking week.
Here you go.
Every fucking week. He's played in the SEC championship game. He's played in the rivalries against Bama, the rivalries against Auburn, the rivalries against Georgia Tech, the rivalries against. I mean, you fucking name it. He's played in big games.
Didn't Miami beat Notre Dame early in the season?
Yes.
They did.
That's how they got in.
But on the other hand, I think there's just too much power on that Ohio State defense from Caleb Downs, Averill Reese, Sonny. What the fuck is his name? Sonny Styles. Kenyatta Jackson, or whatever the defensive end name is.
Yep.
Their corners are fucking stout. And then you flip to the other side of the ball. Not only is there Bo Jackson, but you can run it with Peoples. You can throw it out to fucking Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith, and then you can sprinkle a little bit of their tight ends in there. And then the secret weapon they don't use a whole lot is Brandon Ennis, their slot receiver. He's sneaky athletic. I think Ohio State just has too much firepower on both sides of the ball. I don't think that Miami can keep up. I do like Miami's receiving core in Tony and CJ Daniels. I think CJ Daniels is a very underrated wide receiver. Fletcher is possibly one of the best backs, but I think Ohio State just has too much firepower on both sides of the ball. I'm going to give it Ohio State 24-14. Carson Beck, 3 interceptions. Book it. Hit FanDuel up.
Firepower, bazookas, boom. Jim, who you got winning this game?
Well, I got a lot of friends that are Miami fans around here because I'm in South Alabama, but I'm calling it for Ohio State. I just think they're the bigger, better team. I'd like to see Miami. Come on, I think they will. It'll be a good game. I think it'll be a great matchup because it was a great game that they played against Texas A&M. But I think Ohio State's going to come out the winner.
Rich,
you're very intelligent. Besides being an Alabama fan, you're very intelligent.
Oh, stop it!
Oh no!
Oh no!
The key matchup to me in this game is going to be Miami's front seven versus the Ohio Suckeyes offensive line.
so fucking disrespectful. Man.
The Suckeyes do have a good offensive line. That is, that's undeniable. Miami also has a good front seven. So if Miami's able to get pressure, because, as you've seen when they versed Indiana in the championship game, when Saint's under pressure, he struggles a bit. And he hasn't, let's be honest, they've had a cupcake schedule this year. They haven't had a whole lot of big games. And in the tough games they have played, he has struggled. And that's been 2 games. That was Texas. Even though they won, they only won 14-7.
It was the first game of the year.
Huh?
Yeah.
It was the first game of the year.
Okay, so you've had 2 tough games. Game number 1 and the last game you played. Okay, you proved my point. Thank you. There's that Ohio Suckeye.
You talking about this. He's struggling the first game. It was the first game of the
Here
year.
we go. Michigan versus Ohio State. Here we go.
Man.
Thank you. So that's going to be the matchup. If Miami can win that matchup, or at least do well in that matchup, then it'll be a tough game. If the Suckeyes offensive line dominates, then it's going to be a long game for Miami. So that's the key matchup. In saying that, I will never pick the Suckeyes. I don't care if they're going against MTSU. I'm not doing it. So
I'm too with you on that.
27-24.
Money Groove, man. Talk to him, man. Who you got winning, man?
Well, all I can say is gonna be a good matchup. Hope tomorrow, man. You know, both teams. You don't know which one gonna come out the victory, but you know you got Bruners, you got the Kangs over there, so it's gonna be I don't know, cause like I said, man, when games like this, and you trying to get to another destination, you're gonna come out on top. It don't matter who you are. So I give it to Ohio State, and I give it because they number 2. And I give it to Miami, but it's hard to say. I want to go with the Buckeyes. I want to go with Hurricanes. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna flip the coin. I go with the Buckeyes, man. I go with it with the score of it might be 14-13.
Well, I appreciate everybody coming on, man. Do us a favor, like I said, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, DetroitFanReport, man. Every subscriber matters around here. Before we head out,
I don't get a score prediction.
Oh, I thought I got you. My bad, Jeremy. Go ahead. My bad.
No. You asked me what the key matchup was. You asked me my input on the game, but you didn't ask me the outcome.
My bad. I apologize, sir. I apologize. But go ahead, Jeremy. Who you got?
All right. I think it's going to be a closer game. I think it's going to be a very close game, a lot closer than Ohio State thinks it'll be. I think it's going to come down to mistakes and whether or not Carson Beck or Sayin makes mistakes like he did versus Indiana. Because let's face it, he folded under that pressure.
Yeah.
Don't say he didn't. He folded under that pressure. So if they're able to control the ground game on defense and take the ground game out of it and make it one-dimensional, Miami has a shot. Am I saying they will? No, but I think the final score, regardless who wins, is going to be 28-25.
Don't tell me you had that game coming down to a field goal, because if that's the case, Miami should have won that.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to a field goal. I think it's going to come down to the kickers, and we saw.
I think Miami wins that one.
We saw that kicker from Ohio State can't even hit a 25-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I can't.
We ain't leaving the game in his hands.
Well, no, you don't leave it. You don't leave it in his hands. You leave it in his feet.
If that defense stops the run like they have on a lot of teams all season, you'll be in trouble. Is all I'm saying, Neil.
If it's in Jeremiah Smith's hands, then y'all are good. But if it's in the kicker's hands, then
it's a wrap. Y'all finna get left out.
That's all I got to say, Neil.
Don't go fishing.
You can join Michigan in Cancun.
Oh no, we're playing on the same day. But yeah, if they lose, they can join Michigan.
Oh wait, that game's the Cheez-It Bowls tomorrow.
Yeah. Cheese Bowl tomorrow.
Okay, I might have to watch that.
It's the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Get it right.
Y'all didn't even know that.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Nobody even knows that it's happening tomorrow. Nobody's even watching that game.
I usually don't know what bowl games are on.
Nobody's even watching that. Everybody waiting for Miami and Ohio
Michigan
State.
versus Texas. It's Big Ten versus SEC. There is people watching that game.
I ain't
Oh,
watching
Everybody
it.
waiting
yeah.
for Miami
On
and
the other
Ohio
side,
That
State.
Rose
That's a
Bowl, the
big
granddaddy
game.
of them
Don't lie.
all.
Don't get on here lying. Ain't nobody watching that.
You
The
know
I'll
Rose
be
what?
watching
Bowl.
it.
I
I'm watching it.
guarantee you, I don't give a
Rose
damn
Bowl
if
got a parade.
Michigan was 6-9. We are still gonna get better ratings than Miami. Put
Nope,
that.
that's not true.
The what?
No, that actually might be very much
That
true.
is very true.
Miami
Come
always
on
get good
now.
ratings. Miami's always get good ratings. Always.
well, that's funny. Wait,
Michigan's
We
got
always
fucking
bring in the
fans
ratings.
I'm gonna
everywhere.
push back because last year it was
Hate us or
in
love
the
us.
bowl game, wasn't it? Michigan versus Alabama, and it
Well, that's
outranked
Alabama.
that outranked
That's
the Rose
Alabama.
Bowl
What you mean is
over what
Alabama?
Miami did last year.
That's the Alabama. Alabama's always gonna have high
Oh, what
ratings.
Miami did last year?
Always.
The ratings were higher for the Michigan Alabama game than any game that Miami was involved in.
Oh yeah, because we don't. I'm telling you, nobody in Miami is watching Miami play a bowl game. We don't care about bowl games. We only care about national championships. So that's what
Damn,
it
so
is.
y'all ain't cared in a very long time.
No,
You
we
still ain't
don't.
back.
We don't, because
It's some
there's a standard.
decades.
So if they ain't reached that standard, we're not checking for it. So
So you're
that's how it
saying
goes.
you haven't watched bowl games since the Catholic
I'm just
versus
saying
convict.
we're not tuned in, is what I'm saying. We're not tuned into it. We're not sitting at. We're not
Because
Am I
like
wrong?
tomorrow.
Last time.
We're
Am
tuned
I
in for
wrong, though?
tomorrow. We're tuned in
Am
for
I
tomorrow.
wrong though? Y'all haven't watched since the Catholic versus convict era.
No,
No,
since Ohio
that's
State
not
beat them
true.
last time.
It's
they got
Miami
their hopes
fans
up.
everywhere. We love our team, but at the same time, it's
I'll
stuff to
be
do. We wanna
I'll be
see them
hate
win.
watching. I'll be hate watching that Cheez It Bowl because I hate Texas and I hate Michigan.
I just want to say to Neil, thank you for having us on the show. I know I was talking some trash. The South Florida was coming out, but thank you for
Don't
having
worry
us on
about
the
it.
show.
Listen to me.
Don't
Don't
worry
you
about
dare!
it.
Don't you dare apologize for
Don't
talking
let it on
trash.
fire.
Please
No,
don't.
ever.
Dang on fire.
You good?
I think I brought up the biggest reason why Carson Beck had a bad game though. That academic loss of Francis Magoa. That left side, his blind side was so open. They were getting pressure from cornerbacks in that game.
He's blind on his he's
honestly,
blind on his right side and his left side. That motherfucker can't see shit.
We need to be like the Ravens. That's it, with Ray Lewis and Ed. We don't really need a quarterback. We just need that defense to show up, and then our playmakers to show up, and Carson Beck, like you say, to just manage.
Are y'all's DBs any good? Because the only DB I seen that made plays against Texas A&M was that freshman.
Oh, Toure?
That true freshman or whatever. The DB, the one who had the game sealing pick, and the one who took the one back earlier in the game.
That linebacker you were talking about, Day for Texas Tech, that had the 2 interceptions versus BYU, was Ben Robinson.
Yeah, him. Yeah, that's him. That's the linebacker I like.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate y'all coming time out y'all time.
Man, we ain't here for you. Nobody likes Ohio State. We ain't here for you. Bro, you want me just exit stage left?
No, I'm gonna let you end the show now. Yeah.
There you go. Suck guys to the left.
Wait.
Go.
Day. He's gonna let you end the show like Indiana ended their Big Ten championship.
Where's Michigan at? Where's Michigan at?
I wasn't talking about them today.
I got a question for Neil though. Neil, if Ohio State lose tomorrow, what are you gonna do this show? You gonna invite me?
No, he gonna shut it down. He gonna quit.
No, his ass gonna be here. His pro team is already gone, so his ass gonna be here for his college team too. I don't want to hear none of that. I will make sure of this, that his ass will be here for that. Trust me.
I'm deactivating every account and changing my number again. How about that now?
Bro, I'll find you. Don't worry about it. I'll find you. I know what city you live in. I'll find you. It can't be that big.
No, his team is 1-4 against my team, and he still shows up. He's a sport.
He's a good sport. He's a good sport.
Yeah.
Before we end the show, man, you let everybody know. You do it. Go ahead.
Oh, I got how you was for real, huh? Damn, bro. I want to do that. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm hanging to the left. I ain't trying to do all that.
I'll let you do it next week when Ohio State beat Georgia. Anyway, before we head
Chill
out
out.
here, man.
Chill out.
Before we head out here, we're gonna let everybody know where they can find them, man, because I do appreciate y'all coming on here, man. Starting with you, Smokey German B, man. Appreciate you, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on my channel, which is Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions, where I talk about the Lions every day at noon. I talk about the NFL on Wednesday nights, where I invite fans of other NFL teams, and we go over the weekly pick'em, which I actually have been doing pretty good. I'm not going to toot my own horn too much, but 152-98 is a pretty good record for pick'ems against every team in the week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
67.2%. I did the math. But yeah, I also write for the South Florida Tribune, which owns the name the Motor City Tribune, because Scott Morganroth, the publisher, is originally from Detroit. He's a 43-year media pro. I write for them about the Lions. I'm also putting out my scouting profiles and picks that I think the Lions should make. And then you can follow me on Facebook at my page, which is also named Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions. And those scouting profiles are there individually instead of as one lump sum.
Appreciate it, man. Jamal, man. Down Canes. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me pretty much on Facebook under Jamal Baker, or find me on Instagram, or you can find me here for the college football show and for the NFL show on Tuesdays also too. Let's go Canes. Let's go Cats.
Miss Jen, man, you know I appreciate you being here, man. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it too. I'm on Facebook at Jen Graham right there. So come see me and my crazy family.
Amen.
My brother from another mother whose parents don't know each other, man, repping the Bulldogs. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me right here, man. Always talking shit. I will talk shit until it's my last breath. I don't care if my team is 0-100. I'm still going to talk shit. I have lost to Bama, what is it, 5 times in a row until this year. I'm still chirping. I don't give a shit.
I know you will.
I will always talk my shit. Kind of like Ohio State fans was chirping after going 1-4 against Michigan. You know what I'm saying? But you can find me right here, man. I've got social media. A few of y'all have already sent me friend requests. Y'all might as well just get ready to hang out in the gulag. I don't accept friend requests because I don't be on Facebook like that, to be honest with you. But if you really want to chat with me, cut up, talk some shit, you can find me right here on Detroit Fan Report. I'm usually on the Lions pregame and postgame shows. They've been a little tough lately. But yeah, man, make sure you like and subscribe if you want to come chat with me. As always, go Dogs.
Miss Miami. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Spotify, that Miami Hurricanes podcast, Hurricane Girl podcast. Mm-hmm.
Richie Rich. Let them know where they can find you at.
Find me
nobody
at
care.
928.
My man Money Groove. Let them know where they can find you at, bro.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook on my name, Money Groove.
With that said, man, this has been a college football playoff show round 2. Make sure y'all be here for round 3. We're probably some of these people y'all see on the other screen won't be here because they be crying in their tissue, but it's okay. With that said, man, do us a favor, man, hit the subscribe button. With that said, everybody have a beautiful night. Have a safe and wonderful New Year's. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Bye.
Bye.